Good afternoon, Ms. Perlow. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh,
Nothing. Can you hear us, Ms. Perlow? We can't hear you. Oh, she has her, you're mute, you muted her?
No.
You're muted on your end. You have to unmute.
now is it better?
I think you're okay now. Say something, Ms. Perlow.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, we can hear you, but you're a little low.
Okay, I'll make it a little bit higher then. Okay, let's
I can
see.
hear you. Hold on.
Let's see. Maybe I can make it higher.
Okay, we're testing your mic out, Ms. Perlow. Can you say something?
Hi, everyone. How's your summer?
No, we can't hear you now.
Now you can't hear?
We heard her before though, Teresa.
This is very weird. Okay. It says not muted. Let's see. All right, let me get to the view. Share screen, record. Let's see, mute my audio. No, I don't want to mute the audio. This does not make sense.
I'm just gonna let them know they're in compliance and that'll be that. And the other one,
Okay.
this is the,
This is A, right?
A, yeah, I think that's the order. So, this was for the pool.
Yeah.
They've got their permit all taken care and paid for now. They just got it done yesterday. So that one's good. And then this is the contract here for, the other one.
Okay, so for those, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Code Enforcement Board regular meeting on Tuesday, April 27th, 2021 at 2 p.m. Please silence your cell phones or other electronic devices you have. Please put them on mute. Will the Deputy Town Clerk please call the roll?
Member Lienson? Member Pearlman?
Present.
Member Turbini? Member Perlow is with us, but we're
Here.
having some sound issues.
I'm
Member
waving.
Slam,
Hi,
Town Attorney Rubin, Code Enforcement Officer Manco is also here.
Didn't call me.
Oh, I'm sorry, and Chairperson Burnage.
Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next is our agenda. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, we'll accept the agenda as presented. Is there a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
hi.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The agenda has been approved. At this time, we will swear in, or we will give testimony swearing in the public. Anybody that wishes to testify today, please stand, raise your right hand to be sworn in by the Deputy Town Clerk to provide testimony for this case you are affiliated with. Deputy Town Clerk.
Okay, please raise your right hands. By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of January 12th. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes of January 12th, 2021? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the minutes of January 12th, 2021? 2020, is it 20 or 21? 21. The motion's been made to approve the minutes. Is there a second? Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of January 12th, 12/21. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Motion carries to approve the minutes of January 12th, 2021. Next, we're new business. The first item is case number CC 2021-01-011. David Kaufman Trust, David 1, 3012 South Ocean Boulevard, C. Legal is townhouses, K/A Unit 33, as in OR 4391P846. Parcel 24-43-46-33-21-000-0330. This is a violation of Code Section 30-11122A. Building permits require the violation is observed complete pool restoration without permit. Do any of the board members have any ex parte communications to disclose in this matter? There being none, I now open the violation hearing, and I now turn the meeting over to Code Enforcement Officer Jason Manco for testimony and recommendations regarding the violation. Jason?
Afternoon. Case CC 2021-01-011. This case was brought into compliance yesterday. They've been issued a permit, so this case is now closed. We can move on.
Easy, thank you. Wish they were all that simple.
Yep.
Next case is case number CC 2021-01-003. Mikhail and Elena Veselov, 2564 South Ocean Boulevard, legal Bird Beach Sub IN, parcel 24-43-46-28-09-000-0161. Code section violation 6-130, maintenance seawall/bulkhead, and 6-29, property maintenance code. The violation observed dock and pilings in disrepair, creating a waterway hazard. Do any of the board members have any ex parte communications to disclose in this matter? There being none, I open the violation hearing, and I turn it over to the Code Enforcement Officer, Jason Manco.
Thank you. For the record, Inspector Jason Manco, Town of Highland Beach Code Compliance. Case number CC 2021-01-003, 2564 South Ocean Boulevard, Highland Beach, Florida 33487. I've submitted the following evidence, proof of service, supporting documents, and photos taken of the property that fairly and accurately represent what was observed during an inspection on January 5th, 2021, and a final inspection, most recent inspection, April 27th, 2020. On January 5th, 2021, the property was inspected and the following violations were observed. Dock and pilings in disrepair in violation of town ordinances 6-130, seawall and bulkhead maintenance, and in violation of 6-29 property maintenance code for stairways, decks. Owner listed on the property, public appraiser access tax roll, and Elena Veselov, 1st, 2021. In addition, a copy of the notice was also posted at Town Hall. Violation remains on the property. The town is recommending 30 days to comply the violations at a cost of $250 per day and $250 for the cost of prosecution if not resolved within 30 days.
Thank you. Does the board have any questions of the staff? All right, there being number, the offender may now give testimony. Please stand, go to the microphone, give your name and address, and please give us your testimony, sir. and your relationship to this.
Right. I'm Michael Carey, Vice President of International Construction Associates. We were contracted.
I think, once someone's been in violation of code, I think you want to find that they were in violation because any subsequent violations become a new violation. So if you believe that responded before time to apply, I would just extend the compliance date out. It could be 60 days.
So the motion we need is exactly what?
So the motion we need is to find the respondent in violation, comply within X number of days, and assess the prosecution.
But it doesn't want to work. Where's Alt and A? Where's Alt and A? Oh, here's Alt. It's-
Then the board, the chair will now entertain a motion to extend it,
But yeah,
find that there is a violation of the code and extend this for what period of time?
They're having some problems.
What was it? January 5th was the first inspection, correct, Mr. Mako? And then you mentioned like 2 other inspections where you went out and,
Okay. Yeah, there was an initial inspection. This is Jason Manco. Initial inspection on January 5th. After speaking with the homeowner while they were trying to get a contractor, I granted them an extension at that point before this went to hearing.
Mhm.
Came and went, and so now they've been issued a hearing, so now we're here. So there was the initial inspection.
Leave it alone. It's almost over, the meeting.
The
Just
other
leave-
That's tough to talk when.
I know. There
The
was the
other-
initial inspection.
Yeah,
Thanks.
initial inspection, there's the they asked for an extension, which I gave them before it went here. And then the final inspection is just verifying today that it still stands, that there is a violation and there's been.
That was in March, right? Wasn't there something in March you mentioned?
March, April,
Alt says mute, so.
That's today.
that's today. It still stands, right? I'm saying the most recent inspection
Okay.
is today, that the violation is still existing and there's been no permit to remedy it. So that's all there was an extension granted in that
Okay.
time. And
Is there a motion?
May I-
Sir? Yes.
Might I add to that, the owners have not been non-responsive. They had me contact the code enforcement officer. We contracted for a design engineer. Design work was done, and we needed to get a new survey. It was another 14 days. It's been a little difficult to get consultants moving during this time. So the process has been proceeding. Really, it's culminating in what we just had, all of the documents we needed, all the engineering, all the surveying, proper documentation to apply for the permitting. So that's where we are now.
It does look like a hazardous situation here. I mean, this dock is not, definitely needs to be repaired sooner rather than later.
Right.
So exactly, when do you think this will all be done? How many days after the
Well,
permit's approved?
He said 30.
30?
That's
We
correct.
need 30 days after the permit's approved. Jason, do we have any idea how long the permitting process will take? I know that's not you, but I know that your boss.
right, I don't, so my understanding, and you can verify with him, is that there is a demolition permit being applied for now. So the demolition permit, I don't imagine would take that long. Again, yeah, my boss is going to be the one. I don't know really, but to get, the town's recommending 30 days.
From the date of the demolition permit or the other permit?
Well,
The construction permit?
Construction, but we don't care about the construction. We want if there's a dock or no dock,
Okay.
we just want the hazard removed.
All right.
So if it's rebuilding the dock, if it's demolishing the dock, that doesn't really affect my opinion on it. But we're recommending, 30 days from this point. That, again, that may be, if you need more time than that, that's, that would be up to you guys. But for a demolition permit, it shouldn't be that long to issue it.
Thank you. Are we ready now for a motion?
Not yet.
So
Mr. Chairman,
it'll take 30 days to get the permit and then another 30 days from that
No,
point.
we don't know that it'll take 30 days to get the demolition permit. We don't know that.
It might take longer,
No, less.
less.
Demolition, it's like a demolition permit's not that big a deal.
correct. What's interesting is that there's two permits that we're talking
Yes.
about, a demolition permit and then a reconstruction if they choose to go forward. This is an easy discussion because demolition permitting is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. So I would say the 30 days is reasonable, okay? And if in fact your office can't issue a demo permit within the 30 days, then we would certainly consider extending it beyond that since it's in your bailiwick controlling the issuance of that permit. Okay, so I would make a motion that we assess
That you find them in violation,
find them in violation.
30 days for compliance.
And we grant a 30-day,
Could I get 45 days? I think I don't want to mobilize twice for this. We're trying to do the demolition and do the work, and to get a crew and equipment out twice is,
You're talking 45 days from the day that it's approved that you get.
that we get the work done.
We're actually talking about from today, because otherwise it gets a little confusing. So,
But that's for both demolition and construction.
well,
That's not
once
for
they
construction.
demolish, they're in compliance. That's what Jason's testimony was.
Again, the building permit here, I have no idea how long it'll take for a building permit to be approved. That could run into a whole bunch of hiccups. Again, all we're concerned about is, rectifying this hazard that there is there.
Once the hazard is disposed of, which is the demolition,
Right.
the town says they're in compliance.
Then
Now,
that's
whether
that.
they build a new
Now,
wall or
as
not,
far
that's
as the
another
new
issue.
dock, Right.
All
As far as the new dock, that's not relevant to the case here. If they want to
Right.
rebuild the dock, they can rebuild their dock. If they don't want to, they don't have to.
They have to go to another.
That's another
But they
permit.
do have, that's a separate permit that needs to be
different
applied
board,
for.
too.
Right, so I think, the mindset is, it
All
needs
right,
to
do they
be,
have to build a seawall or is that's not necessary?
I don't know the condition of the seawall. All I could see is the,
Yeah, the question
All
I
right, so
have.
we're just
though, is-
we're just dealing with the dock here. All right.
The question I have is that he said that he only wants to bring the crew out once, which is demolition and construction. Otherwise, he's going to have to bring them out twice. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we're just dealing with the demolition now because you have to go to another board to get approval to build the dock. If my memory serves me right, these gentlemen have served on that board. So we're just here to discuss the demolition and whether or not that can be taken care of quickly. And that should be able to get done within 30 days now. What goes on after that, we don't know how long it's going to take you to get approval from another board. And we have to address this situation here and now. So are we looking at, is your motion then for give them 30 days to do the demolition?
Correct.
And clear up the problem that comes before this board? What goes before another board, we have no say.
Well, I think I amended the timeframe to 45 days.
All right.
That would include, since we're starting today,
Mhm.
that would give them 15 days to get the permit in hand and then 30 days to do the work.
All right, your motion then, if I understand it correctly, is that 45 days from today, they have to have the demolition work done.
Correct.
all right. So
Is there a second to that motion? Been moved
Okay.
and seconded?
1 second. So the motion is that you find them in violation,
Yes.
45 days for
Days.
compliance. And do you want to include the administrative costs?
Please, yes,
And include the
Yes.
administrative costs payable by the date set for compliance.
yes.
Perfect.
Now, if it doesn't happen after that point, are we having a fine? Is that
Correct.
And
Pardon?
then what's the fine amount? That's the last.
That
thing.
has to be in the motion.
It's
Fine is
$250 a day.
250 a day?
250 a day?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Can we clarify that motion because it was a lot of talk?
Okay,
Because we just need a
Yes,
clear
I'll
motion.
try and reinstate it.
Or just go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
45 days from today, the demolition work has to be completed. Should it not be completed, a fine of $250 to $250 a day will start, plus the administrative costs that we have.
$250.
Is there a second to that motion? It's been moved and seconded. Are there any discussion on the motion? Any amendments to the motion? There being none, may we have a roll call vote?
Member Lee Ensign,
Approved, yes.
Member Pearlman. Yes. Member Turbini. Yes. Member Perlow,
Yes,
Member Slam,
Yes.
Chairperson Burnett.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Next, will the town clerk please read the announcements? I can read them for you. That's
Have 'em.
all right.
Okay, on May 4th, 2021, at 1:30 PM, there's a town commission meeting. May 13th, 2021, 9:30 AM, planning board, regular meeting. On May 18th, 2021, at 1:30 PM, there's another town commission meeting. And as as we discussed before, I just need to know if the board is available for a meeting on June 8th at 2:00 PM.
Please take a roll.
Okay, so I will take a roll call on that. Member Lee Ensign,
Probably only
virtual,
probably only available by Zoom or.
okay. Member Pearlman. Member Turbini. Member Perlow.
okay. Can you
Member-
hear?
Member Slam
Yes, I'll be here.
and Chairperson Burnett.
Yes,
Okay, there's a meeting. I'll send the information that's needed by email.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Are there any other items that the board wishes to discuss? There being none, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Opposed?